An execution overnight in Alabama is once again raising pertinent questions about how the death penalty is administered in this country. Convicted killer Ronald B. Smith was among several death row inmates actually challenging the constitutionality of Alabama's execution procedures. Before he was put to death, a flurry of Supreme Court decisions actually delayed the execution until finally Smith was executed by lethal injection last night. According to a number of witnesses, Smith coughed and heaved for some 13 minutes before dying. One of the witnesses to that execution is Kent Falk. He is the courts reporter for the Alabama Media Group. So, Kent, thank you so much for taking the time. And before we even talk about this, I just think it's important to mention the victim in this whole entire case, because we know this man was convicted of the 1994 murder of Casey Wilson. Casey Wilson. So to you, Kent, this is actually the fourth execution you have witnessed. Tell me what you saw.
Correct. Last night, as in previous lethal injection cases or lethal injection execution, the window was opened and Mr. Smith was strapped to the gurney. The death warrant was read by the warden, and then a chaplain came over. He had also declined comment prior to the execution starting. The chaplain came over and started talking to him, and it appeared they may have prayed. And then the midazolam, the first drug in the protocol, was apparently administered during that time. Then he started coughing. He started struggling for air, gasping, if you will, and he was not quite thrashing, but it was close to it. He was struggling to catch his breath, and at one point, during 13 minutes of this, a Department of Corrections officer checked him twice to see if he was met the unconscious test, even while he was intermittently coughing. And the test consists of calling out his name loudly several times, and then pinching his arm and brushing his eye back. But they did that twice during this period, 13-minute period. And then after that second time they administered the test, the second drug, a paralytic, was administered, and then followed by another drug supposed to stop his heart. And so that's what happened. He did go still soon after the second test.
He went still. Let me just jump in, Kent, because I've never witnessed an execution, and I actually hope never to. But since you have, and for those 13 minutes, were eyes looking around that witness box and sort of wondering, is something wrong here?
Well, obviously something didn't go to plan. Although the Department of Corrections said they followed the protocol and the protocol was met. So, but something obviously that I hadn't seen in two previous lethal injection executions. I had not seen the inmate act like that.
So this begs then the question. We know this inmate was involved in challenging, involved in challenging executions and the drugs used, and the Supreme Court twice delayed his execution. Where does all of this stand? I mean, do we need to take a good long look at how this country is administering these drugs to execute people?
Well, there have been examples of what happened last night previously around the country, and most notably in Arizona, in which that inmate was described as looking like a guppy out of water, gasping for breath, which is similar to what I saw last night. and both of them used midazolam as the first drug in a protocol. So it's not up to me to say whether we need to continue looking at this, but
Right.
I think the attorneys here in Alabama